While Bitcoin crosses over $61,000 and seemingly makes new all-time highs fairly frequently now, paper gold and silver prices continue to stay in a trading range, or in the case of silver, silver has been smashed quite a bit lately and is now below $26 an ounce. And this is despite the fact that physical demand for silver has been very, very strong, even in the last couple weeks when the paper price kept going down. Although in the last week or so, the amount of physical silver inflows into the Sprott Physical Silver Trust, or PSLV, it is still growing, but the growth rate in the last week seems to have slowed, according to the Sprott Inc. Twitter, which did not announce more than 1 million or so ounces during the week. That came in the last week or so. So there may have been about 2 million ounces or a little bit less than that, but only about 1 million ounces came in a single day on one of the days in this past week. So that is a slower growth rate of physical silver ounces going into the Sprott Physical Silver Trust, or PSLV, than over the last at least month, but probably 6 weeks. So that is slowing, and that is something to watch. But overall, people are getting demoralized with the paper price smashes. They're buying physical silver, and over the long term, physical silver and physical gold are both good stores of value for purchasing power, savings, and wealth preservation. And I've been saying this for years, the best times to actually accumulate physical metal, physical gold, and physical silver, or if you want to dabble a little bit in platinum or palladium, are when there is blood in the streets, when people hate them, when there is paper price smashes, so the paper price is down, and then you also have to monitor the premiums. So if you want to monitor the premiums, I gave a shout out to my friend Joseph, who I've known for years. He just started a new YouTube channel tracking the premiums. I think his new YouTube channel is called Premium Tracker Silver Stacker, where he's going to attempt to track the amount of premiums going up and down on silver coins and bars, and also numismatics. So that is a good free resource for people who want to take a look at premiums, because even if the paper price is getting smashed, Americans here in the US know with the bullion dealers that normally the prices may not go down that much. Trying to get an ounce of physical silver anywhere near the spot price, the manipulated paper spot price of below $26 an ounce now, is going to prove very, very difficult, if not impossible. And some bullion dealers are even pre-selling silver that they don't even have. That might not come in for weeks, if not months. And the other piece of news that I wanted to talk about is on the left-hand side of your screen. Bank of America had their case dismissed this past Thursday for manipulating precious metal futures markets by placing trades and then canceling them before execution, or spoofing. So unfortunately, this is how things work here in the US now, really since the 2008 financial crisis, where no senior bankster goes to prison for fraud or felonies, and there is unfortunately now selectively enforced rule of law. So if you're a billionaire or large corporation or a key economic and political elite, say someone here in the Democrat Party with a good blackmail file on a lot of your either friends or political rivals in your own party or political rivals in the other party, then the odds of you going to prison for committing felonies or fraud or any of those things goes down a lot. And unfortunately, this is the new normal. So rule of law here in the US is not equally enforced. In the past, there was the ability for everyday people, small business owners, to have a shot to go into the court system, and lawsuits would not cost as much money in the past as they do now. Nowadays, going through court costs is very, very expensive, takes a long time. When I was in law school, the first class I took was civil procedure, and that teaches how to get lawsuits thrown out or how to bleed other party in the court case, how to bleed them dry financially. So just keep extending with motions or delaying, extending things, driving up the cost of the legal bills, and financially ruining your legal opponent. And that is how things are now. And that is why a lot of the amount of laws here in the US, there's tons and tons of laws, but the majority of them are not enforced anymore. It's a mess. The government court system is a mess, and it's just getting even more wasteful and expensive and corrupt.